two charges 5 times 10 power minus 8 coulomb and minus 3 times 10 power minus 8 coulomb are located 16 centimeter apart. At what point on the line joining the two charges is the electric potential 0? What we have here is, we have got two charges. What is the first charge? Q1 is equals to 5 times 10 to the power of minus 8 coulomb. Charge Q2 is minus 3 times 10 to the power of minus 8 coulomb, and the distance of separation between them is, what is that? It is 16 centimeter, or I can take it as 0.16 meter. Whenever we are converting centimeter to meter, it is always divide by 100. So I have got that division and it will be written as 0.16 meter. Now for the solution, it is better you draw the diagram. We have a charge Q1. What is the value? It is 5 into 10 to the power of minus 8 coulomb. We have got another charge Q2. Let's call this as minus 3 into 10 to the power of minus 8 coulomb. And there will be a line joining the two charges, and somewhere in between, it can be closer to Q1, it can be closer to Q2. I have got a point P, and that point P, we are going to have a zero potential point. Because what is the question? At what point on the line joining the two charges is the potential 0? That is the question mentioned in that. So let us call this as point P, and let's say that this distance as x. So what will be this distance? The total distance, we know it is 16 centimeter, or I can write it as 0.16 meter. So this distance from P to this charge Q2, it will be 0.16 minus x, because the total distance is 0.16 and x is the distance from this positive charge to the null point, or it is also called as zero potential point, and that will be my x, and this is my 0.16 minus x. So at this point P on the line joining the two charges, I am going to get a zero potential. There will be a positive potential produced by Q1, there will be a negative potential produced by Q2, and as we go away from Q1, the potential goes on decreasing. Similarly, from Q2, if I am going away, the potential goes on decreasing, but there is a difference. This potential is positive and this potential is negative. Somewhere in between, we are going to get a potential where the potential of the positive charge and the potential of the negative charge, they both cancel each other, and we are going to get a zero potential point somewhere in between in that line joining the two charges. Now directly I can start with V1 equals 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 divided by, what is the point where I am looking for the potential? I am looking for the potential at point P. What is the distance from the positive charge to this point P? The distance is x. So I am going to put that as x. Similarly, I am going to write the equation for V2, that is going to be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q2 divided by, what is the distance here? What is the distance from Q2? That is the negative charge to this point P. It is 0.16 minus x. So I am going to put it in a bracket, 0.16 minus x. So I have got two potentials. What is the criteria given in the question? We want to find the null point or the zero potential point. So what I need here is the positive potential and the negative potential. These two should give me a zero value. Now I want to find this distance x. So how I am going to get it? Just put the values of those two things. What is V1? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 divided by x plus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q2 divided by 0.16 minus x, and this should be equal to 0. Now you may substitute the values here. You can write that 1 by 4 epsilon naught as 9 into 10 power 9. Again you are going to write that Q1 as 5 into 10 power 8, 10 power minus 8. Then you are going to write that again 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught you can do. If you want to do that, you can do that, but I don't prefer that method. First, there are a lot of terms which can be simplified in this equation. So I want to simplify those terms first. Then I am going to substitute the value. So what is the first thing I can do? I can take this 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught common outside. Then inside the bracket, first one will be q divided by x plus q2, sorry, this is q1, this is 0.16 minus x, and this should be equal to 0. Now we have got two expressions. One is the constant and one is this sum of two terms. Now one of them is 0, the other cannot take the 0 as the value, and we know that this 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught cannot be equal to 0 because we know the value is 9 into 10 to the power of 9. So I cannot take this as 0. So that means I have to take this term as equal to 0. So now it will be q1 divided by x plus q2 divided by 0.16 minus x. This should be equal to 0. Now, is there any further simplification possible? No. Right now, we cannot do anything. After substitution, we may be able to do 1 or 2 steps. But with the terms available to us, this is the last step we can do with simplification. Now we can go for substitution. What is q1? It is 5 into 10 to the power of minus 8. What is the value of x? We don't know. Let's keep it as it is. Plus of, what is q2? It is going to be substituted with the sign. It is going to be minus 3 into 10 to the power of minus 8 divided by 0.16 minus x equals 0. Now I have got this plus and there is a minus sign, so I can just cancel that. I can just put a minus sign here. So plus into minus gives me a minus. I can directly shift this term which is with a negative sign to the right hand side, and this term which was minus is going to become plus. So 5 into 10 to the power of minus 8 divided by x, it gives me 3 into 10 to the power of minus 8 divided by 0.16 minus x. The first thing you should do here is cancel out the power. What we are left with is only 5 and x on the left hand side and 3 divided by these terms in the denominator. What we can do here is we can directly do a cross multiplication. There is a 5 on the left hand side. It will be multiplied with these two terms. 0.16 minus x equals, there is a 3, directly it can be multiplied with x. Now open the bracket, 5 into 0.16, it should give me 0.80 minus 5 into x, it will be 5x, it should be equal to 3x. This 5x I can shift it to the right hand side, so it is going to become 0.80 equals 3x plus 5x, it is going to become 8x. So x will be equal to 0.80 divided by 8, this is going to give me 0.1 meter, or I can take as x is equal to 10 centimeter. That means from this positive charge, this point P is 10 centimeter away from the positive charge. So this is 10 centimeter. By default, you should be able to realize what is this distance. It is 6 centimeter.